For a man who had spent his entire adult life writing about talented athletes, compelling athletic events, and complicated athletic cultures, the assignment was truly the stuff of dreams. Live for a year in the south of France with your wife and 3 young children, while covering sports throughout Europe and, for one fascinating story, in South Asia.
Somebody's paying me to sort of fly around the world and ask questions, which is something I would dearly have loved to do, I would have paid to do.
It was the fall of 2003, and the lucky recipient of the assignment was Sports Illustrated senior writer S.L.Price.
It really was a wonderful chapter.
Who turned a wonderful chapter in his family's life into a wonderful new book, Far Afield, which with great humor, candor, color, and insight chronicles Price's year-long exploration of all things European, from sports to olive picking to politics.
One thing I can tell you is that I think the reason the French and the Americans are so uncomfortable with each other, are constantly sort of, there's this undercurrent of tension between the two, is because we're actually extremely similar.
Before joining Sports Illustrated in 1994, Price was a reporter for newspapers in Sacramento and Miami. Far Afield, his second published book, features vivid descriptions of the events he covered in 2003 and 2004, including the French Open, the Athens Olympics, the famed Hahnenkamm downhill ski race in Austria, and Price's favorite event of all, the Pakistan-India cricket match.
I'll tell you what, Pakistan cricket fans, they make any fan, and I don't care if you're Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, whatever, in the United States look like minor leaguers, because these people take passion to a completely different level. I don't care if it's tiddlywinks, Scrabble, NFL football, college basketball. If people are passionate about it, for me, it's interesting.
Far Afield also offers Price's thoughts on several of the most prominent athletes he has written about over the years, like Michael Jordan.
One of the great competitors I've ever seen, complicated guy.
Lance Armstrong.
A great champion, I think. As interesting a figure as you're ever going to meet.
And Ted Williams.
One of the great life forces in the history of American sports.
During his year abroad, Price also reflected on larger topics, like the unusual number of 7-foot Serbian basketball players, and wider topics, like why so many Americans are so overweight.
All this great mystery of why are French women so skinny, and all these books. Like I know the answer. I have the answer, and it's very simple. They don't let you eat all the food you want all the time.
With a healthier approach to eating and a greater appreciation of the world around him, Price is now living once again in Washington, D.C. Clearly, though, memories of his year far afield are still very much with him and will continue to be for a long time to come.
To tell you the truth, it seemed to be the one time in my life where, in this concentrated form, maybe the life of a sports writer might be interesting to read about.